Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good night to every one of you. Welcome to our first PC Live podcast series. This is something that we have been planning for a while at PC Live, at Postgre Live, which is more familiar to most of you. And this is our transition into the digital space and especially social media. Today I have a guest with me, someone very popular in the social media world, and we're going to speak about a topic that is both trending each and every day on the social media space, but also in the wider public conversation, and that is the topic of social media influencers. I have with me my special guest, popularly known as Tuli, Mahn. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to our podcast. Tuli, I will not tell you his real name. I don't know it too, and I didn't bother asking because he won't let me know too as well. So, but we will start with the first conversation. What is the definition of a social media influencer? I think there are a lot of definitions out there in the public, but our good old internet tells us that the definition of a social media influencer is an individual who builds grassroots online presence through engaging content like photos, videos, updates, using direct audience interaction to establish authenticity. Pretty much what we're doing right now, I guess, expertise and appeal, standing apart from traditional media. I guess PNG has its own definition of that too, at some respect. So I will allow Tuli to introduce himself, when he started, etc., etc. So, my friend?
When I started?
Yes.
2019. Not many people know this, but my first video was shot at Waikele Gardens. Let me shoot the first video now. Yeah. And then I went back to Alotau. But me go begin Alotau, I went viral here. And people thought I was here, some part of Rabao, Kimbe. So when I'm influencers, I think, I don't know, the definition of it.
What is your definition of an influencer?
I didn't know that. Influencer and ambassador, I think influencers, I think they work with, like, you can go with multiple brands. I think you can work one time own house and then work one time Pepsi or stuff like that. But I think with ambassador, it's sort of like a long-term deal or something. I think, and you just stick to it. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Still, and I think that's the whole principle, or that's the whole situation right now with social media. There is room for the definitions and redefinitions of a lot of things, because it is a new space for us. People may claim, I recall the days when Digicel first opened up the market in 2008, and that was when the first time where Facebook became a household thing for everyone. And I think the audience has grown so big since those days. Also, I think the other question that everyone is probably wondering about is, where is Tuli Mahn from? Is that something you can share, apart from the fact that you won't share your name?
I'm from East New Britain and West New Britain, but I was born and raised in Alotau. That's where I got the name Tuli.
Okay. Wow.
So it's short for Sena Tuli.
Oh, okay.
So it's what would I say?
Slang? Saying?
Bling. It's okay. For bling. Bling will let you guys know. When you trouble an island, you watch it, you know the meaning. Sena Tuli.
You spoke about Bling just now. He's one social media influencer. And there's another big bunch. Obviously, the more popular Cabbage Gang. Giving a shout out there. What kind of influencers do we have? Do you have a certain number of people? How do you describe the influencers we have in PNG?
First thing was just like comedy. I think comedy influencers were the start. They came up with comedy. There was like the Dark Child, Hanua Kiera, Bling, Turagunan, PNG for Reals, Papa Dasville, all of those. It was comedy. But now you go to TikTok, there's different types. There's like sports influencers or something. people who give quotes, super quote influencers. I don't know, yeah. Cooking influencers, kind of. Online business influencers.
Endless, right?
Endless is.
There is this one recurring thing with influencers, which is this word called attitude. Yeah.
Let me do
There have been a lot of debates about how influencers run their content, whether they think before they do them. I mean, let's get into the mindset of Tuli, man. What is your attitude, number one? And I think secondly, how do you select your content? Or what do you think is valid for your followers? Do you have attitude?
I've maybe gone off-road a little bit sometimes, honest. Some of my videos will go, and I'll go same, and then I say, oh no, that's not me. Let me come again. Each and every influencers, they have like different tastes, you think. Sometimes like there's skits, there's vines, and there's funny videos. Vines are like short videos. That's where, like, I think some of my videos are vines too. Those are like short, and then there's skits. Skits are longer and they stick on one topic, and then funny videos are just like long. So a lot of influencers you see in PNG are like this. Some are shorts, some are long videos, some are shorts.
Interesting. Something we learned today. Yeah. Then we talk about those sort of videos, those content, and obviously there are concerns from the community out there at large, both online and offline, about the kind of content that's created. Some are concerned about the kind of subject matter, as in taking subject videos about women, the degradation of women, and also of men in general, and then also the protection of children, the conversation of government, etc. What are your thoughts on that? Are you concerned about some of the content you put out?
Yeah, I'm concerned because there's a lot of kids following me. That's one thing I realized. So hopefully, like 2027, they'll be in the 18s and they'll vote for me. But there's a lot of kids following me too. So I mean, sometimes when I walk in the shops or stores, me go round buy or something on them. Or parents also look selling me, but kids they'll holy papa look at Daddy, Tuli. Like kids, like lot of kids following me, honest.
So then it comes to that part of the content.
Yeah.
So then you walk around. Just bring us into that brain of yours. What happens in there when you think about something? Because the content you create, they trend a lot, and they trend immediately. People can relate. I think that's the big word here, relating to content. And then who do you target? Because we don't know whether you're targeting every Tom, Dick and Harry, or it's a specific target audience. Because I think social media, you can't control who is who and what's what.
Yeah.
That's watching you as well. Just your thoughts on that, the creation part, and also your target audience.
I try to make videos that are relatable or something, like you're watching. Like what is a good one? Can I say this? Your girlfriend ring you and a go looking meme or something,
Yeah.
Like videos like that, or dinner money, or just a recent one. You go put the rice cooker and jug and you didn't switch on the switch, or you cook your rice cooker. Videos where you watching it. Oh, that happened to me one time or something. But I try to make it like Pikini can laugh and then adults can laugh, But most time, how would I say it? Funny, like it's different. Like something funny where, how about me explaining? It's hard. Okay. Me like making where Pikini can laugh and adults can laugh, Like same.
A shared
where Pikini can laugh, adults can laugh. But some videos, adults can laugh, Pikini don't laugh, So it's a bit tricky. I don't think I found out about my niche too.
So you're still learning that?
I don't know what's my niche. My videos are everywhere. Left.
And then speaking about that audience, you have a lot of followers, both in country and also out of the country as well. Some of us have met a couple of them overseas, especially within our Pacific community. But I think in PNG, who would you think are your biggest followers or supporters? What region, or if you can narrow it down, what province? I know it's not a competition, but who is?
Province.
Or region?
Region. Must be Ley. I think on the city side. Must be Ley. Which place? I think that's it.
Must be in Ley.
Yeah. Some are outside of Mosby and Ley, but because of Facebook,
Yes.
you're going to say talk Mosby city and stuff. So Facebook just talk Mosby, or I'm just talk Ley, but you might be in Buka or somewhere.
I remember. Speaking of the outside, your followers, recently went out into the Pacific in Fiji and met a couple of Vanuatu friends, colleagues, and they were all very keen to talk about you, talk about how you're very big in Vanuatu. And I'll shout out to all our friends in Vanuatu.
Thank you for following on.
Thank you for following Tuli, and also our thoughts are with you as you rebuild from the recent earthquake in Vanuatu. So they're talking about how you're influencing them too from that. That's a big responsibility coming from outside. What other places have you had followers reach out to you?
I was in Ley. Find the house me pastape, rent house for the movie. We went and did the movie. Next door was Momons. And then welcome Paki car no come out and one to look him in. Hey, is the guy here? And he came up and said, hey, I was in somewhere and I watched your video with the Malakai thing. Mama Malakai, the video I did. So I met Vanuatu's and Stanley. Meeting us one talk from. I went up and said, hey, Tura. And he got up, he said, no, I'm from Vanuatu. And I was like, oh, please. I thought you were, because they look like us too. We look like them. Fiji, Solomon Islands, everywhere. New Caledonia. I think that's it. I met people there.
Collaboration, I think that's the other one that I wanted to talk about. Everyone knows the most recent collaboration you're doing with another growing social media influencer, I would guess. A lot of people have their own opinions on what she does. Auntie Anita, I think she operates out of somewhere in Queensland, thereabouts.
Yeah, I think.
And what's the deal here? Do you do some stuff with her content?
Yeah.
And we're all wondering whether you have an arrangement with her, or you're just plucking out stuff from her social media page and working them into your social media influence as well.
Yeah, Miss asked me, I ask for permission before I do stuff, we chat over the phone, not over the phone, sorry, online message and everything. Like she comes and comments, and then I comment on the videos. So I'm savvy as a milk use for videos. Then she gives me green light, like, oh yeah, you can use it for stuff.
What kind of person is she?
Oh, she acts crazy, but I don't think she's like she's normal. It's just like, passing time, enjoying on the social media and stuff.
I mean, just talk about that whole, decision on to join up or collaborate with her. Was it because of her popularity, growing popularity, or was it just something that you wanted to merge both your audiences together to gain a much wider audience reach? Just your thoughts on that.
Yeah. I don't know. What's the term they use? Yeah, so the video went like viral and everything. So she messaged me, okay, my videos are like this, and I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. Can I use one? Yeah, use it. I used the videos. I recently, am sick and hospital, so I decided not to do videos anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't respect it.
Sorry to know that. Yeah. Hope she recovers well. Let's talk about the bigger concerns. people are concerned about what social media is doing. Also, they're concerned about what mainstream media is doing. But I think both sides, and recently government has introduced or is going to introduce plans, policy changes. It's already vetted the government media development policy, and it's trying to intervene per se in a space where it should be protected by democracy as a fourth estate. Um, that is a working collaboration between us as mainstream and the government to trying to find a better balance in how we are responsible for our content. And during conversations we had, especially with the Committee for Media in Parliamentary Committee, we had conversations with them, and also the Department of Information, ICT. They've also spoken about how they're looking at mainstream for now to collaborate and set systems and policies in place, and potentially amendments to the Constitution. That's for our side. But also part of the conversation and narrative is that eventually they will also put their focus also onto social media. Is that a concern for you as a social media influencer? I know you can't speak for your fellow influencers, but just your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think there should be a committee or something. Social media choose people to focus on this. Like, I think they brought Cabbage in on something about this.
The committee hearing, yes, he was there too as well. Yeah,
choose people to run this. As for me, Brooklyn, like I went into censorship board. I found out that plenty lawyer like we Brooklyn, need to be censored. Like example, if me go on a studio or house, music studio, I need to go to censorship board, get a license. Like I'm running a studio in the house. I realized that we Brooklyn plenty lawyer. But yeah, I think there should be a committee to look at this.
So then when you talk about that committee, then I think it comes to the fact that for us in mainstream, we have the Media Council of PNG. That brings us together as a bond between all the media houses. But then how's unity right now? I know it's a new space. I know it just started, but the level of which social media is now pushing the narrative of conversation, decision making for individuals to groups of individuals out there, and also influencing some actions. How is your unity right now as social media influencers all over the place? You tell us. Yeah.
We're not close, honest. To be honest, it's like how about me talk? It's like this. Me make it strong to me, Like me make it me. I don't need we don't need you. There's no collaboration between us. The only line me is a talk to Lord is like Cabbage, Turagunan, Bling, stuff like that. But mainly it's like me Paugetam does stuff about. I think we should look at bringing all of us campus together now about right, because now we are just everywhere.
Okay, now let's go to the other serious part of what you do every day in your content, and also per se the word influence. How much do you think your content influences your audience? When have you had a situation where just because you did it this way, someone says, "Hey, thanks, you did it," and I went and I used that sort of skit or whatever to. Can you share some of those experiences?
I think on no, but the namesake, I think I got 3 kids, so name him all Tuli. Honest, not my kids, my like influencers, like Wampla real name Tuli, which I met at Kerehu. I thought it was his nickname, but out of no real name them put it Tuli. I thought and 2 nicknames. 2 papiking I put the nickname though Tuli. You say why? Well, no, because I must say you to make it funny. We talk, I thought this was Kanage. Like you make it funny, but talk, you Kanage or what it is. That's the influence. I don't know not the influence.
Does that make you responsible for them now?
I don't know, honest. Maybe. I think we need to buy present doll or something. I don't know.
We spoke about your influence and also the fact that the content you create, the laws you think you've broken, especially in some of the legislation, by the way, which are very old still at the moment.
Yeah.
Some of the legislation outdated, colonial times, even before that. Have you ever received threats, or have you ever received some legal
Yeah.
challenges? If you could share that.
They held me at an organization I won't name at Vicent City for a video I did. But it was a trend, TikTok. So I told them, if you guys gonna come after me, go to TikTok and sue TikTok before you come and sue me, because it's a TikTok trend came down. So it opened my eyes now, and I said, oh, okay. There are some things that I can do. There are some things that are not illegal, but me no can make it. Because this is Papua New Guinea. It's like me go stand up and me roasting one man in the crowd. Me come outside and I say, oh, you make it funny on me, you talk me and this man.
Pretty different from what we see overseas, yeah. Then it also, because you mentioned an organization, I'm assuming that's a corporate sort of entity or something thereabouts, or an organization for that matter.
Organization. A big organization.
Very big organization. We'll leave it at that, unnamed organization. Then it leads me to the other part as well, that now as you grow and others grow as social media influencers, you develop a following, then you also have a brand.
Yeah.
And then the building of a brand. I mean, we're in a country where jobs are hard to come by, productive things are hard to come by. Some argue that this is not productive, being an influencer, but others also see that as an opportunity to also market. I'm aware that you have some sort of arrangement with some corporate entities, especially in the tech space, for mobile phones, etc., and other organizations. You recently did one about a particular hotel that has a rooftop bar, etc. I know everyone's seen that. Some of us have visited that place too as well, as a result of your videos, and that's the kind of influence that's having that sort of now brand status. How does that change the way you do things now? Because now you're representing corporate entities, and your actions beyond that little corporate video or that little product-related, stint that you're doing can now influence their image too as well. How do you navigate between that?
Thanks to my friends, most of my friends, like if we're walking and old man kind of snap on them, they see you like with a beer or smoke stuff. Hey, sorry, hide him, put this go aside. Yeah. Me no say like talk. Like if you come out and take beer, I won't say anything. I'm just snap. But my friends will come, hey, proxy beer go outside, put the beer. Most of my friends will say, I don't go out now. Me careful straight like what I do, because me represent him or what I do. I'm go begin. Okay, you see Tuli na Tuli drink club or Tuli drink club or Tuli fight club. Yeah. You gotta think about that too. Move careful straight.
Well, that's really good to know.
Yeah.
And I'm also thinking that, and probably the question now that I can add on is, are you now growing a standard?
Oh. Wow, I'm still working on it.
That's good to know. There is something happening, right?
Yeah, there's some changes.
So, if you could reflect on 2019 when you started, as opposed, that's the Tuli when he started, and to now 2025, how would you see it? What's the difference between, describe the Tuli in 2019 as opposed to the Tuli in 2025?
Oh, 2019 I was doing videos left and right, any video. You go and see my old videos. But as I was doing it and we come out and we find out so picking in or follow and stuff like this. So we changing on it. Like I told you, we not even decided niche for me yet, honest. I don't know what's my niche. Yeah.
And the Tuli now?
Tuli now, I'm mature now.
Mature.
I think.
I hope so then. How many followers do you have in total? Do you have a number? In total? Or you can give us for the different platforms? A shout out?
TikTok, I have 149.
149,000 plus?
Plus, yeah.
Facebook?
264.
64,000? What are the other?
YouTube, Instagram, they hacked my account.
Ooh.
Yeah. Africans, I think.
Okay. Note that, guys. the Instagram account has been hacked, according to the man himself who owns the account. And the other YouTube?
YouTube, 16,000, I think, 17,000.
All in all, we're looking at over almost 500,000 thereabouts, if I'm correct. We'll edit that. We'll find out. But yeah, a big responsibility. Just your message to all of them right now, all of them watching. And probably before you give your message, there's a lot of hate also outside in social media. A lot of love, a lot of hate. Pretty much when this video gets out, there'll be also a lot of hate and a lot of love. What does it take to do things like this?
Social media in PNG is not for the weak, honest. Not for the weak. If you're someone who is a fireback or korosari, don't join this. Don't join it, honest. It took some time to just relax and ignore comments and stuff. But I don't focus on that too.
Yes, so I think we're done with our podcast. But before I close up, I'd like to thank everyone who's viewing this podcast and also joining us today, wherever you are, whether it be day or night. I think what's left is just a final parting message. And thank you everyone for joining us for PC podcast series.
Thank you.
Podcast series. And I'll leave the final words to the great Tuli Mahn to give to all you followers out there, the lovers and the haters they're alike.
Yep. I think all I'll say is do what you love as long as you're not hurting anyone. That's all.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, do what you love as long as you're not hurting anyone. Just no can make you if you go hurt you on man.
Thank you so much, Tuli. There you have it, ladies and gents. Thank you once again, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Ori.